of course, raised what I believe it was over 900 million from some pretty awesome investors. So I guess looking back now, what were some of your biggest lessons and maybe learnings from fundraising?
Well, I don't think we were very good at fundraising compared to some of our competitors, and I think that is we got really good, but it was towards the end, and at that point it was pretty clear that we're like number three, and that it's hard to beat number one. So the game had shifted more to like a strategic allocation of capital versus just burn and churn and grow as fast as you can. And Tony at DoorDash had done a fantastic job at fundraising, and Travis had done a fantastic job at Uber. Even though that wasn't directly related, it would somewhat cloud our outlook. I really think one of the key moments was I think Tony managed to get a large check from SoftBank, and that was like a signal. And obviously he won that pitch, and he must have done a phenomenal job. I think he flew to Japan and met Masa, and I think he did a great job convincing him that DoorDash is the better bet, and it became the better bet, obviously. So I would try to be a lot better at raising money faster. And why was I not good at it? Because I think it ultimately had to do with me. I think there is a German sort of side in me, even though I'm a lot more American than I'm German now in my life. But it is sort of I'm very conservative in how I project externally about how things are going. And I think me being conservative, when someone else it takes the hyperbole, like you can mix that up with not being convinced, but it's sort of like a German trait to maybe not ring your own bell too much, and not talk too much about it, and maybe dial it down a little bit so that you're somewhere there with expectations. But I think in fundraising and learning to fundraise, I don't think that's probably the most helpful trade. I think now, obviously, being through this, you can will things into existence. We probably should have been more aggressive with our projections, should have been more aggressive with our assumptions, should have been more aggressive with projecting a belief that this is going to happen, and it's going to happen our way. So being really good at raising money, I think, is this thing that now in my investments, when I talk to founders, I see who is good at it and who's not good at it. It's often the founders that really like building that are not good at it, and you sort of have this thing. Oh, let me just ship this feature, and then everything will look different. Or let me just get this out the door, and then with the next release, there's going to be some press, and then I have the numbers that I need. And I think it's actually good to like decouple these things completely. It is very difficult, but you need to have a persona for fundraising, and that needs to be this bulletproof sort of persona that you have, and that just is so convicted, and you will sometimes feel you're out of debt with the money that you raise, but I think it's necessary to be good at it, and then you obviously have to be a great builder. And then hopefully a lot of you don't raise money for companies that take a lot of money to make money, because you don't need to be good at fundraising if you don't need a lot of capital, right? So.